Your stress drink isn't a reset, it's a trap. You probably think of a Friday night drink as a harmless reward, a simple boundary line you draw between a chaotic job and your personal life. It feels like a conscious choice you make to decompress, a quick shortcut to slide from high-alert survival mode into a soft evening. But beneath that pleasant, fuzzy feeling, a silent architectural shift is happening in your neural pathways. Understanding this hidden shift is the key to realizing why some stressful weeks feel utterly impossible to get through without a glass in hand. When your brain is flooded with stress hormones, it desperately looks for the fastest way to bring your nervous system back to a safe baseline. When you consistently use alcohol to force this calm, you trigger a deep neurological adaptation where your brain stops practicing its own natural stress recovery process. Allostatic load shift. Think of your brain's natural coping mechanism like a muscle that needs to lift the weight of your daily anxieties to stay strong. But when you bypass this muscle by pouring a drink, you don't just pause the stress, you actually signal your brain to start dismantling its own natural defense systems. Your brain, being highly efficient, notices that an external substance is doing all the heavy lifting to calm you down, so it decides to save energy by reducing its own production of calming chemicals like GABA. Over time, your prefrontal cortex, the part of you responsible for emotional regulation, begins to lose its physical connection to your emotional center. This means that even months after you stop drinking, a minor inconvenience can trigger a massive panic response because your brain literally forgot how to soothe itself. And the most unsettling part is that this lack of resilience isn't just a temporary phase of exhaustion, it actually mimics the early stages of a much more permanent cognitive decline. Researchers studying this specific neurological shift discovered that using alcohol to cope with early life pressures leaves physical scars on the brain's white matter. They tracked how young adults who regularly drank to escape anxiety struggled to adapt to new non-alcohol-related challenges years later, even during long periods of sobriety. The scan showed a startling reduction in the brain's neuroplasticity, which is your brain's natural ability to reorganize itself, learn from mistakes, and bounce back from emotional setbacks. But the real shock came when scientists looked closely at the specific types of cellular damage left behind in these stress drinking pathways. They found distinct biological markers of inflammation and tissue degradation that are almost identical to the early warning signs of cognitive decline and premature dementia. This means that the brain is not just temporarily sluggish from a hangover. It is actively losing the structural integrity required to keep your memory and focus sharp as you age. When you use a drink to quiet your mind today, you might be trading away your brain's future ability to remember your life moments decades from now. This raises a terrifying question. If the damage persists long after you put the bottle down, is your brain's stress response permanently broken, or is there a hidden loophole we are missing? The truth is, your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It is simply trying to survive the immediate threat of your daily overwhelm by using the most effective tool it has at its disposal. This survival mechanism explains why willpower alone often fails when you try to change your habits, because you are asking a structurally rewired brain to perform a task it no longer has the physical pathways to complete. Realizing that your evening cravings are actually a cry for help from a starved nervous system changes the entire narrative from one of personal shame to one of biological understanding. It forces you to look at your daily stress not as a temporary nuisance to be numbed, but as a physical force that is actively sculpting the physical shape of your future mind. Next time you feel that familiar urge to pour a drink to quiet a chaotic day, ask yourself, are you truly relaxing? Or are you just letting your brain borrow a temporary peace that it will have to pay back with interest later?